Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost from Kyuujin, and today we are back again with you guys with Shadow and Bones, Season 2,
Episode 1. No Shelter But Me.
Yeah.
So,
Season 1 ended with something really epic, like a huge fight with us against the Dark One.
Darkling, he's still
Darkling.
alive. He's still alive. They all think he's dead, but no, he came out of the fold with those slashes and he's controlling the monsters he created in there.
Yeah.
So there's war coming. Alina and Mal are on their own, which probably, that's why the title is probably No Shelter But Me. Like, they only have each other. She needs to control her power better. She needs to prepare because the Darkling is not gonna let go of his need for fighting.
Yeah, and he's pissed. Like, really
He is really pissed. And our guys from Ketterdam are going back home with some jewels because I mean they didn't, they didn't bring back Alina, but they do have something else that can buy Inez's contract, so that's good.
Alright.
Aside from that, I'm just excited to see what they have in store for us. It has been a while, and I was waiting for season 2, and we couldn't do it live when it came out, but now we can. So let's jump in this first episode and meet our characters back again.
Alright.
Don't forget to subscribe, you guys, if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
And in the meantime, let's go.
And all this happiness, you gotta protect it. I think I just jinxed it.
It's a dream.
Could be a dream. But this is literally what happened last season, though. I'm back, baby.
Miss me?
He's right there. Okay.
Yeah,
And he's pissed.
She's definitely scared of this outcome.
Not that cute anymore, though.
He's still cute. Women love scars. Men love scars.
Kyuujin is dead. I sent the Volga take you in the last fight.
No.
He's stronger than you think.
I keep seeing the fold growing.
Maybe this is gonna happen.
Let's think about what's next.
War.
So we go with my plan. Find the secret. One amplifier might not be enough, so I'll get two.
Okay.
We don't know the risks if we try this. No creature's ever done it before.
No one's ever torn down the fold before either.
I know you can do it someday. I don't want to see it kill you in the process.
Yeah, she's in a hurry. She wants to do it fast. And we are, like, they don't know it, but we are fighting someone who's a lot older and more experienced than we are, so it's not a bad idea to get more power.
Excuse me. What happened? Fold. It moved overnight. Swallowed half our village.
It did happen.
Yeah.
Do you think she's connected to Kyuujin? Because they technically shared a part of the bone together, right?
Maybe that's why she sees that, yeah.
They're not nightmares. It's really happening.
So now we are really in a hurry to destroy this.
So we find the sea whip. You check the library. I'll ask the fishermen when they return from their haul.
As always, whenever we're watching this show, I'm most excited about them. We named our new cat Kaz. Oh,
What happened?
they were gone too long.
It's been replaced.
Pekka Rollins owns a crick club.
Where does that leave
Fuck yeah.
us?
If we didn't hate him enough.
We need to take it back.
How do you feel, boy?
Can we get to see some backstory? Yes! I never told you, right? Did I?
Well, I know about his backstory, yeah. It is fucked up.
You three, hands up!
You're wanted for murder. What? We just got back in town.
Hand over those shooters and give up the cane. And you, Spud.
Who? We're just two handsome men.
She does that.
Two's enough for now.
You can't leave one of them out. One is enough to free everyone else.
Why are they,
Maybe it's Pekka who's
Pekka?
who sent, them after them.
Let's all go back together. It'll be fun, they said.
Oh, he's probably having like a panic attack or something.
Oh.
I love that we're seeing their backstory in this one.
Criminals.
You chose to trust crooks. What do you expect?
He might have a job for us.
No, we had a job. We didn't do
yeah.
it.
Where is Alina Starkov? honestly.
Shut up.
You left with an advance on my million Kruger. And you dare to return empty-handed.
It wasn't your money, Dreesen. You were brought in as an intermediary, but this operation wasn't yours. It was his.
Ah, because of
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Emerald?
yes, totally convincing. Thank you, Dreesen. I'll take it from here.
He's not dumb. Never was. It's the risk of working with them.
who is he, do you think? Because he got money. That's a
What gave it away?
You dress too well for a bodyguard.
yeah.
Who are you?
Well, you don't know me. Maybe in profile.
Someone important then?
No.
Is this based on money or something?
Very well. The name's Sternhond. He's a very rich pirate. A privateer, actually. Where is she now?
The innkeeper says that the library's right around him.
Keep the mission in focus. One bed. Ooh.
I mean, we need to keep warm.
It's like the honeymoon phase for them, but they have no time.
And so when I was knee-deep in trench mud, rifle in hand, that's what I picked you. A place we could go if we survived. I thought about chances I regretted not taking.
Like kissing her.
Why not take them now then?
I like that even though he wants things, he waits for her to give that she's okay with it.
He respects her. And anyway, she's strong as fuck. He can't try anything if she's not
He's
okay
still a
with it.
gentleman.
I know you've already gotten out of those cuffs, and if I had more time, I'd insist you tell me how.
Fine, you got me. He's got a reputation, you know.
The Sun Summoner was wearing this when she entered the fold. Now, if you tell me, I'll give you 20 seconds alone here before the stat watch comes back in.
There you go, Bribos.
Leave the necklace, give us 20 seconds and I'll tell you.
He's got a lot hanging on this.
She stayed on the ship to Novia's end.
Gentlemen.
Kaz is in it for Kaz and his close ones, so yeah. That's why we like him though.
About you being a durast. Your gun misfired in Arkin's train. You fixed it without moving. You repaired my cane with no tools. And when you shoot, you never miss. Of course I knew.
I forgot, but did it tell what he was in the first season? Or we just learn now? I knew that he controlled like metal and stuff.
You, the name of the ship that we were coming in on. The best we could do is get our money back.
Alina, we should warn her.
How? And where do you intend to post a warning? She could be anywhere by now. We have enough on our plate here.
It's been a while since I've read the book, so that's why, like, in my mind, I remembered it wrong. I knew he had a power, that's for sure.
Yeah. In a gang like theirs, it is really convenient that he's a trust.
As for Kaz, well, Kaz is always gonna do what's logical for him. He's not an emotional guy, so...
You.
Like calls to like.
That line doesn't work on me anymore.
You think you know who you are now because you've suffered. For a moment, you won't truly understand the depths of your soul until that suffering leads you to sacrifice.
What have you sacrificed but the lives of innocent people?
Well, technically, a lot.
Are you willing to sacrifice that which is
Do not put
most
Mal in
precious
the
to
bargain, please. Leave him alone. Please. That or freedom.
I am afraid for the both of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not this season, but maybe the next one.
Attention! First Army loaders!
I remember every soldier under my command.
Fuck.
And the deserters. Well, it said, you have a court-martial to attend.
Okay, well, the happy time didn't last for long.
Yeah, they need to go now.
Damn, parkour first episode.
Nice. Do you think that he did this? This is a stunt double.
It's probably a stunt double. What? Oh shit. Come on, you can both kick ass.
Yeah.
In slow motion too.
Ooh, nice.
Mal is a fucking beast.
So nobody knows who I am here.
Nice and subtle.
Well, when you have no choice.
I knew you'd be travelling as a pair.
You still have allies. That's great.
They're all blessed.
These are fugitives wanted for crime against our country. Now!
Do you think that this is because she's the sun summoner or because she's blessed? Because
Maybe both.
both.
Maybe just because she's a Grisha. Damn. Cool style. Who are they?
They look badass.
Our fugitives are loose, but I have men blocking the road, so their only way out is passage here, on a ship, in this harbour. We turn her in and split the reward.
Sounds important. Dangerous. I can never tell the difference.
Definitely important. Come on.
Potential allies or enemies?
I'm gonna be hopeful. Potential allies.
We are in the literal bottom of the barrel.
Start-watch don't patrol down here. We're safer. Inej, what did you find?
We're accused of
The fact
murdering
that he knows!
It was Pekka Rollins, wasn't it?
He wanted to punish us for taking the job after he warned you off.
We're taking out on Darkling.
She held the deed to the Crow Club.
He owns the club.
Interesting twist.
Everyone who works there now works for Pekka Rollins.
We need to own Pekka Rollins then.
That's his whole fucking story.
The menagerie.
He owns that now too.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Along with everything else the menagerie owns.
You? Oh fuck. If, like I said, if we didn't hate him enough already.
What's this for?
Your saint has a new bounty on her head. This is your ticket to go and protect her.
You're sending me away?
I promised you freedom.
This isn't freedom, Kaz.
This is what
My
he can do.
indenture contract is owned by
I'll
Pekka.
take care of it. It isn't your fight now.
I feel that deep down he feels like he fucked up.
I'm not leaving you.
He promised things and he couldn't keep his promises, so...
Yeah.
And he's got a deep grudge against Pekka himself, so... But we are like
What
this.
happens to saints is fate. What happens here is up to us.
My girl, thank you.
He needs someone to love
I mean,
him.
I don't think that they're gonna kill Pekka Rollins this
No,
season.
I know, but...
We reconvene in 2 bells at the end of Rosenstraat. Look for a workshop around the back.
For Kaz, it's his
Where are you
whole
going?
I
story.
need a heart render for what comes next.
Nina! Good way to bring her back. Please. Nina, please!
Wyland.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. I know who that is.
One of our gang.
Yeah?
How much phosphorus did you pack into that flashbomb? The escape option against the Darkling. Or was it enough? Nearly. I need you to make a new package for me.
You said that was a one-time thing. I was strapped at the time.
And now? When was the last time you ate?
Wasn't he the son of someone rich?
You're the one who know more
I know.
about this than me.
I have a vague memory of him being rejected by his dad, though, so maybe there's that. I really need to reread the book.
She got caught.
You work at the menagerie, so you belong to our boss. He gets to kill if he likes.
No one gets to do that. The question is if I'm going to waste my prayers tonight after gutting you.
And she would. No, don't laugh.
Oh, my trembling heart.
She didn't get to kill him, but she's got friends in
No.
high places.
Please be Nina, please be Nina.
You were on the boat with us when we
Ah, yeah.
You were with the funny guns and the angry hat. I overheard your boss mention the need for someone like me. Seems we're both in dire straits, so perhaps we could agree to help one another.
Oh,
Yes.
to save Matthias, maybe?
What kind of help is it that you need? And what do you know about Hellgate Prison?
Yeah. So, do you think that they might go there this season then?
The whole Six of Crows story needs to happen in a season. Or at least in a couple of episodes on their own. Right now I feel like we need to deepen the bonds between everyone in the crew before that happens. And anyway, they're changing things already, so...
So, what now?
We find that sea whip. That ship's not flying any flag, it's private.
Which means it can be chartered. Okay, come on.
Oh, I love them.
Hey, stop. We need charge out of here immediately.
I don't trust them yet, so...
Like I said, I'm hopeful. They might be allies.
Grisha betrayed us!
It's
we
not-
sacrificed our front lines for you!
A night fold is coming for us all.
They're leaving them there so the Fold can just take them?
she's a threat to us, but I don't want her to die like this. I think that Kyuujin's gonna come and save them because they're his Grishas.
Maybe.
Papa Darkling is coming.
The Volker can't leave the fourth.
It's a new world, my man. Things change. But if he saves them, maybe like he's gathering an army, and this is bad.
Oh, ahead.
No.
No, he's not dead.
And like his cover's blown, so why not?
Kerrigan is a beast. Seriously.
There he is. You badass motherfucker. He's a villain, but I love him. Jesus.
This again, locking us up in cages.
But whose fault is that?
I think I'll head into town, dispose of the first army there,
Oh.
cook up some dinner if anyone cares to join me. Follow.
It's a tricky situation. I can't really blame them for following him, you know?
I just hope that in the long run, they're gonna make the right choices and see that he's just evil.
So this novice is telling me that he's our new demo man. Ronsk is better.
And yet, Wylan is the one I hired. You're here.
With the new heart window. Nina Zenik.
What's your price?
I've expended the legal avenues on my problem.
And so you're looking for the not-so-legal route on...
We're good for that.
I'm told you could free someone from Hellgate.
You need my help, I need yours.
It's a partnership.
I can't get you a release from Hellgate.
Yes, you can.
But I can get you a visit in exchange for your services.
When it will really matter, who'll get him out.
The aftermath.
He does this.
Get used to
You
it.
just need to follow.
Never go into a partnership with him expecting him to tell you all the details, all of the plans.
Brick by brick.
What was that?
Me?
The Crow Club.
You take that away from me?
He's gonna rebuild brick by brick.
This is war. With Pekka Rollins, the king of the barrel.
The barrel doesn't belong to kings.
Oh, he's got such a style.
Bastards.
I missed him so much.
Media charter.
He means we need to leave right now.
Let's be clear about two
Yeah,
things.
when I saw they were sort of pirates, I thought maybe he was involved.
After all, you are Alina Starkov, a 20 million Kruger saint. Dead or alive.
It's fine. Maybe we'll get friends. We'll become friends. The thing is, these guys, most guys in this show, at least, they are in it for the money. So if we can offer them something bigger, they will go for it.
True.
If there is something, you know, just like Kaz last season, if there's a reason or an opportunity that, you know, gives him just as much, if not more, than the other plan, he'll let go of that plan and go for the new one.
It's all depends how you bargains on,
Yeah.
you know.
Again, you know,
did you miss it?
I missed it so much. I
Yeah.
missed it so much. Kaz, my man. There's a reason why we called our cat. And by the way, like, this is gonna be funny because every time we're gonna talk about him, our cat is gonna just show up in front of the door and just like be what? But I missed it. I'm already seeing, you know, how they're kind of like. I really need to reread the book. It's been years.
Didn't you say that between Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows there's like 2 years?
That I
separates?
don't remember, but I know there's a couple years between the two, so that's why it was realistic to bring the crows in the story. They are changing some stuff so that the timelines and the stories match, you know, because in Six of Crows, I don't think Pekka Rollins ever did that with the Crow Club. Unless, well, I mean, he says he's gonna rebuild it, so I mean, who knows? But this could all be different. So I'm gonna choose to not focus so much on the books. And in any case, I forgot, you know, some of the little storylines there. So I'll leave the book aside and just focus on the show because they are mixing everything together.
Some stuff's gonna happen, but they're just gonna be
The bigger lines
places differently on the timeline.
Yeah, and the bigger lines are still going to be there. Like one that I really enjoyed in this first episode is Kaz's backstory. So some of that stuff is still there.
We do love characters' backstory. It's always fun to see those.
I expected to see some of it in season 1, and we didn't. We saw some of the little clues here and there as to why he is the way he is. I mean, the clues as to what he became because of stuff, but we never really saw the backstory, and I was expecting that. So now that we get to see it, first episode of this season, I am excited because it's really intense.
But I mean, I technically threatened you to tell me about what happened to Kaz, what happened in Six of Crows, because I was really interested about that universe. So
I told her to read the book. She didn't.
I read some of it. Well, I mean, I do know about the fact that his brother died.
Well, we saw most of it.
I do know the fact that he had to survive on a pile of corset in the sea to get back to Canada.
Of course, yeah. We saw a little bit of it. Like, we saw him as a kid with his brother. We saw Pekka Rollins. We don't really know I know, but we haven't seen yet the whole dynamic and what happened. But since this is turning out to be a season where it's going to be Kaz versus Pekka Rollins, I'm expecting more to show up in the season, more backstory, because this is probably why they are introducing the backstory here, because we need to know why he hates them so much, why he's so hell-bent on taking him down. Why this grudge
is so heavy between these two. Well, I mean,
Pekka doesn't remember who he is.
Remember what happened with Kaz?
He doesn't even know. Like, for him, he's just a kid who, is trying to rise in the ranks. Yeah, and he wants to take him down a couple notches. And like last season, he, threatened him, and Kaz still went for the job. So he's like, "Oh, you want to take me on? I'm gonna take everything you own." So but he doesn't know, or at least he doesn't remember, that he had a previous thing happening with Kaz. So I don't think he expects the amount of hate from him. And you should never, underestimate Kaz. He's a genius. We saw it again in this episode. He notices a lot of little details. He's like Sherlock Holmes in this world. Like, he's not dumb. He's really intelligent. He's got fucking great skills at just opening any locks there are. And he's passionate, and he's full of hate. So he's a great deal. And if you underestimate him, you'll get killed. Yeah. So, but Pekka Rollins is not someone you should, underestimate either. For him, it's mostly experience. A lot of people work for him. He's got a shit ton of money.
Influence also.
And he doesn't have a moral compass when it comes to the things he's willing to do to get what he wants. Like, we saw him literally kill one of the guards, if not, like, I don't know if he was the chief or something, but he seemed to be in charge in some way, and he was just like, let's kill you and put your death on him.
He doesn't have a code or something?
No, he manipulates people, and he's willing to do shitty stuff just to have everyone else work for him in his favor. So,
but I mean, from what we saw in the first season and just right now, the way that he's ruling, people who are in charge, you rule by respect, love, or fear. Pekka is by fear. Yeah. Even though that people are not respecting him, they're gonna fear him and do what he wants because of this.
So, but we need to take him down. This first episode, he angered me. Taking the Crow Club is a big deal. But I love that Kaz just destroyed it. First of all, it's a good way to introduce Wylan. I know him from Six of Crows. Like I said, when I read the book, my first image of him was like a 13-year-old kid.
Do you recognize the actor that played Wylan?
The guy who makes explosions?
Yeah, it looks familiar.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I've seen a casting for season 2, so I could have recognized him from the photo, but I don't know. Maybe we've seen him somewhere in a smaller role. But I'm excited to see what they're going to do with him. I want to see more about him. I know where he ends up when it comes to relationships, so I'm excited to see that too. I hope they play with it. Yeah. But I love that they also introduced him quite early in the story, because he could have just showed up really late. But it makes sense that if we're eventually going to get to Six of Crows, that we're going to introduce everyone from Six of Crows, and we're going to start building the relationships, because they have known each other for a while by the time the big coup happens, like the big job happens. So we need to understand the dynamics. We need to work with each other. Nina joining the team is also great because, first of all, as a character, I think she fits perfectly. She's the same, like she works for herself.
She has the same mentality, so yeah.
Yeah, like she's willing to work for you if you pay well, if you are, if you give her something in exchange. But if someone else will offer security, more money and stuff, like she's not gonna trust just anyone she works with, and she's in it for her own interests. And
in
that's
that
good.
case, she needed our help to save Matthias, so to help her infiltrate the Hell Gate, and we needed her services and her talent.
But that's the thing. If one season she's willing to work for someone and fight us or put sticks in our wheels, which is French expression, sorry, but mettre des bâtons dans les roues, be a pain in the ass for our characters. In this season, she's totally willing to work for us if we are the ones willing or capable of giving her what she wants. Which, by the way, Cass could totally break someone out of Hellgate. I'm sure he could. But the thing is, I know he eventually does, because Matthias is in Six of Crows.
I know.
It's just that I think he is not... Well, right now he has nothing, no concrete way maybe to get someone out of Hellgate. Maybe that's going to change later. But I couldn't help but think, like, oh, maybe he doesn't do it because, like, what's the point? Like, put yourself more in danger and under scrutiny if you do something like that. He'd rather do something that's less risky, more easy. But whenever he needs someone from there,
the reward's not as worth it.
But that's how he works. We saw it with this new guy. I already forgot his name, but the privateer. The whole, willing to bargain and betray basically people who we promised we were gonna help last season. First episode, we're already betraying them because, like, what's the point of lying here? He's not loyal to these people as much as he should be. Well, technically as he should be. They're not friends. So, I mean, in the position he was in, the logical thing would be like, let's give him the information and keep our reward. Because if I don't give him the information, what's going to happen? We're going to die. There's no... We can do shit if we're dead.
Lineage won't be free. We're going to lose everything for just nothing.
He's he's a cerebral. He's into his head more than his heart. And Jesper can fucking judge him only once, but that's how they're still alive. Yeah. But again, he's a great character, and that's why we like him. He's willing, he's kind of, I mean, as much as he hates Pekka Rollins, I feel like he's willing to do shitty stuff kind of like Pekka Rollins. Maybe not to the extent, but...
From what I understood between him and Pekka Rollins, both of them are really practical, I guess, or both of them are smart. They do great plans. But I think that the difference between Cass and Pekka Rollins is Cass is not going to betray his team.
Yeah, well, he allows some of them to get close to his heart. It's difficult. It takes time, but it does happen. I mean, as for Pekka, I don't think he has anyone close.
If you prove to Cass that you can be trustful, like you're part of the team, he's going to have your back no matter what. And with Pekka Rollins, that's never going to happen.
I think the difference is that whereas Pekka Rollins is a boss, fuck, I forgot the word, but he's a boss.
He's a boss.
Kaz is more of a leader.
Yeah.
Like he'll...
Great difference.
Yeah. Although he does have some characteristics of a boss sometimes when he'll be like, oh, you do that, and he's not going to explain or he's not going to empathize with anyone. Like, he's got that side of him, but he's more of... He connects with his people. Like, the whole tattoo crow thing, like, we're a family, we care for each other. Like, that's also part of his vibe. So, which is where Pekka is more of a businessman. Like, he doesn't get attached to anyone. He thinks only of his money and his reputation. So we like Kaz more, definitely. But I think in a way, you learn from your enemies. If you want to take them down, and the guy is the guy, like he's the one in charge and he's got a lot of power. You got to learn a little bit from what he's doing if you want to at least match him, and then you surpass. But that's Kaz for you. Like I said, he's a great character. I mean, he's not perfect, but we love him.
With the fact that Pekka Rollins killed Tante Hélène,
now he owns Inêge.
He owns Inêge, so we really need to take him down to free her of the menagerie.
But they are crooks in a way that, you know, for them, what they own matters. So I see, like, the deal he made, like, oh, you took away my job, I'm taking away everything you own and hold dear. I'm taking away the Crow Club, which he didn't build it, but he made it what it is.
Yeah.
It was dear to him. It was his thing. So he took that away from him, and then he took Inej. Maybe it was a well, maybe he looked into things and he knew that Inej was.
He knows that the wraith is really useful to Kaz.
So he took that away
from
him.
So by taking her away from him, like owning her, that's really like putting Kaz in the ground.
But he thought he was putting him in the ground with that, but no, he just angered him more. Kaz, like we saw, he is willing to fucking blow up the club. If it's not his club anymore and you want to, no, it's gonna hurt more to see you own it. Yeah, like he said, brick by brick, we'll rebuild. As long as we're alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have our team. We're gonna see how Matthias, works in the whole story there, and we'll see what he plans to do next. But I'm hoping, well, I mean, maybe they'll have a completely separate story this time from Alina and Mal.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe they'll meet again in the future. But right now, Alina and Mal, first of all, they are in deep shit. They'll have to convince this privateer guy to help them and not sell them for the money. I love the two, I think they are siblings. I love the two siblings that we just met. I think they have a great style. They are pretty intense when it comes to personality. They are not goody two shoes. Like, I think they're interesting, and I want to see more of that. I want to see more of the crew, what they're willing to do. I love great characters in the show, and with Alina and Mal, I feel like it's a team up that's similar to them and the Crows. Like, they are with people who are willing to do shit, who are willing to manipulate and play and just look for the prize and stuff. So they would be helping. I think when you're trying to go by playing by the rules and you're not trying to hurt anyone, it's great. It makes you a good person, but there's more chances of you getting stopped. So with them, it makes things more interesting if they want to help.
Yeah.
If they convince them to help. Because, we saw it, first episode, Alina and Mal, which, by the way, I'm loving the relationship. I love that we're not pretending anymore. Like, now let's go.
But I mean, after everything that happened in the first season.
Yeah. It's, but we saw, like, of course, not many people know what happened in the fold. They're all thinking that it's the sad thing, because she did do that, but she wasn't controlling herself that much. Like, it's all Alexander. It's all him. But it was with her power. So unfortunately, people have a reason to be pissed, but they don't know everything, and they're going to be judging, and she's going to be a target. Mal is also a target.
The only thing that matters to these people is the fact that because of what happened, they lost their homes, they lost people that they loved, and the fold is just expanding and probably still expanding again.
It is. We saw, like, Alexander is making it bigger.
Yeah.
So
their problems are not done yet.
You think he's talking to Alina through the dreams? Literally talking to her?
I think that they are connected.
Could be.
I don't know if maybe she's, because of the fact that she had one of the relics, like she became more powerful.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were connected through
but they took it out, though he doesn't have it anymore.
True. But I think that they might have a connection between these two, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's their powers also, like dark and light. Maybe they've always been connected. It's just that now that they've spent time together and they share that same amplifier, they're even more connected. So she gets to have those dreams. Or he's not really there, but it's all, foreshadowing. Maybe her power could be like, it's kind of like she had visions of the elk in season 1. Well, now she's getting visions of what's happening right now, like the things that are about to happen.
What's about to come.
Because he is there and he's fucking messing things up again, which we talked about this in season 1, the whole reason why he became like this. Like, he's a guy with good intentions. It started on a good feeling because he was wrong, because people treated him like shit. It started off as, I want to protect my people, and it turned into, I want war because there's no fucking way we're gonna be your slaves and stuff, and we're gonna fight back.
Did you see? I mean, it did say this, the quote in the first season, fine, make me your villain.
Yeah, I know, we love that quote.
And I mean, if the Ravkan only see them as monsters,
yeah,
Well,
It's pretty much
these
a
people.
lot of people
But
in
if
the world.
a bunch of them sees them as monsters, atrocities, like things that shouldn't be alive, well, fine. I'm gonna be a villain. I'm gonna be the monster that you see, and I'm gonna take you down.
Except the reason why they're doing that now is because of what he did last season.
No.
It's a fucking cycle, and he's
I know.
not willing to break it because he's still pissed and full of hate for what happened back in the day.
He's like 400 years old.
No, but
Like
he never let go.
He's a boomer. He's an old grandpa.
He never let go of that grudge, and
He can't change right now.
He, by trying to fight this injustice, which was, some people still, have insecurities and hate, and like some people are still fucking racist in the show. Yes, there will always be people like that, but literally, like, the Grisha were a part of the army. They were, they still were kind of an elite club, and they hung out together, but the tension between the two types of people, wasn't the same as back in the day, and he brought them back to the past by, still believing that, people can change, and blah, 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 and there's no way that they're going to take us seriously. We got to make ourselves the stronger ones. Like, this mentality, he kept it for so long. But now in the modern world where people have changed and he should change too, he's not willing to change, so he's bringing back the issues and he's giving them a reason to do the shit that started the whole thing. And it's gonna be worse because the Grisha that he's freeing, they have no fucking reason not to help him because he's literally the one that saves them.
Fighting for them, yeah.
So Alina is
Not
in a fucking
not in a good way, but it's still helping them and saving them, yeah.
It's just that, like, his idea at the beginning, is the base idea of being respected and stuff like that's great, but the things he's willing to do to get that respect are bad. So that's why we can't support him, and he's making it a lot harder for everyone else to just live in peace and stop the whole racism thing going on against the Grisha. Alina is going to have a harder job because of this, because who can she trust? People are going to think she's the villain, and if they don't know who she is and stuff, they're just going to be, like, they're not going to like her just because she has powers. If the whole, us against them thing keeps happening, like, she's going to be alone. Well, I mean, we saw that she still has allies, people who don't think like that, so that's good. We need to travel to get those allies, but
it's not maybe that they are allies. I mean, the people from the marketplace.
Yeah.
Like the way that they see people with little science, like the Grishas, everybody's blessed. Like, it's a blessing. It's not a curse. It's not something that you should fear or just put aside, like cast out. Everybody is living in a community as together.
I think it's mainly...
That was beautiful, by the way.
The ones, I mean, first of all, the culture in some of the places is different. In some places, the Grisha are bigger, better. Like, there's more of them in some places and they're accepted. Whereas in other places, they are hated.
They're more like outcasts.
Well, from where Matthias is from, like, they're witches and stuff. Like, we need to kill them. Like, it's in some places it's really bad, in some places it's really good. And I think for those who live near the fold, the whole what happened with the fold expanding and what Kyuujin is doing is going to make it worse for them that are close, because they're the ones actively suffering from what's happening. So yeah, if we want allies, we'll need to travel a little bit. And we are in a hurry to get that other relic, because geez, we're going to need power. Not only is Kyuujin fucking old and full of experience and just strength, he seems to have unlocked a lot more shit from his power, because now he's not afraid of the fold anymore.
I know.
So yeah, he's on the next level, so we need to catch up real quickly.
Trouver ses semblables.
He found his family.
Yeah.
He's
one of them.
I do wonder. I like his new style, but I do wonder if he's gonna get that.
Gia's gonna make him prettier, make him better.
I think, like, if he doesn't want to, I think his whole thing was always, I don't know, maybe he's changed his approach and his plan now, because they all know what he did and there's no pretending anymore. But his whole thing has always been about bringing them in, you know, pretending to be nice and stuff, but you can't really do that if you look like you came out of the fucking, you know.
Yeah, it's true that he needed to have he needed to look young.
His charm is a part of
to be
this.
charming, but now he's bringing war. Like keep the war scar.
I don't
know. Keep the scar face. I mean,
I don't know if he will. I love the style, but I don't know if he will. We'll see. But in any case,
I mean, is it because they didn't really? I don't know why the scar looks like they were open and they are black.
They're
inside.
shadows. Maybe they seared him.
Is it because he's technically dead, like a living dead person? Or it's because he's made of shadows? But
no, but I think it's been a couple weeks
it's
too.
It's all black.
It's been a little while. Like it's not the next day. Maybe it's black because they're shadows. Maybe he is full of shadows. Maybe it's just that it burned him. Who knows? It's a style.
I mean, it is true.
It's a Netflix show too. Like
it is true that when they wounded Alina, our light came out from the wound.
He's full of darkness.
He's full of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And
We'll see.
The shadows are just coming out from his skin.
We'll see. Anyway, it was a good first episode. I miss these guys and I'm excited to see what they have in store for all of them. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching this first episode with us. If you want to see the next 2 episodes right away, they are on Patreon already. You can check them out. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, and if you don't want to the next one, we'll be on YouTube next week, guys. See you then.
Bye.